to the Kopite podcast with your hosts Mick Moran and Jay Pearson.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Kopite podcast. This is the squad number show and it is number 2. Welcome back, mate.
Welcome back to you.
Roles are reversed this time. I believe you're going to test me this week.
Yeah, number 2s, so I hope you're prepared. Done your revision?
Well, not really, no. I thought nobody else will have done the revision, so I'm not going to bother doing my revision either, so I'm going to struggle. But you did quite well last time, mate. I've got some shoes to fill, to be honest. But I did dig out some stats for you on squad numbers. So the highest squad number that anybody's ever had was number 78, and it was won by a City player in December 2014 by the name of Jose Angel Pozo. Yeah, I've not got a freaking clue who he is either. But the first English player in history to wear the number 99 happened this season, and it was actually a Liverpool player, and it was Tom Hill against Villa.
Yeah, I remember actually. Yeah.
But obviously England are quite restrictive in terms of what squad numbers you can have. So it's like they've got to have a specific tier of, 1 to 30 in terms of like the main squad, and then the youth tends to go the higher numbers, don't they? But in Europe, they don't have such frigging rules. Are you ready for this? No, they're not as restrictive. So remember Vitor Bayer, the Porto keeper? Yeah. He won 99 in the Champions League final in 04. Weird.
Crazy.
Zamorano. There's a lot of people that remember Zamorano.
And it was Salas as well. Salas and Zamorano, the two.
For Chile, aye. Yeah. He had number 9 for Inter. But then when they signed Ronaldo, Fat Ronaldo for all our younger viewers, he actually got moved to number 18, and he had a little plus put in between the numbers.
I don't know.
So it was like a 1 and 8. Obviously, we've had Shevchenko, who's worn number 76, and Ronaldinho number 80 for Milan because it's the year of the birth. And then the one, obviously, Gerrard had 08 on the back of his shirt once.
That was, Capital
Culture, yeah, that's right. And the one that really grinds me at the minute is Rui Patricio. Number 11 for Wolves.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought about that actually. Yeah,
it's absolutely a great reason why, because it's in tribute to the old keeper who was forced to retire. So it's a tribute to him because he doesn't want to take the number 1 jersey, which is sound as anything. It's great, but when you look at it, it's like that really does me head in. So I'll have some more of them for you next week, pal. So squad number 2 for Liverpool.
Squad number 2. So it's obviously Premier League era. We're not going to go too far back, otherwise we'll be stretching it.
We will.
So, can you remember who the first one was?
I can definitely remember the very first one, and it was Rob Jones.
Boom.
There he is. I love that shirt as
Robbie.
Well. Yeah,
good shirt back in the day. So, he was signed by Graham Souness for 300,000 from Crewe Alexandra.
Bit of a bargain.
Made his debut against Man United in a 0-0 draw at Old Trafford. I think people started to realise that we'd actually signed a decent player here after that. I know it was only a 0-0, but he did well against obviously Ryan Giggs is one of the best that's ever played in the Premier League, so he's done well. Well, what springs to mind for me is I was looking through his stats earlier, and he only got 8 caps for England.
God,
because I know he had a lot of injury problems. I think he had shin splints, and then he had all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
And in the end, he retired at age 27. Well, that was the last competitive game he played, 27. And when you think about that is your prime is 27 to 29, is it 30?
Yeah.
He had so much promise, but he won 91-92 FA Cup with the Reds and the 94-95 League Cup. What are your memories of?
I just remember.
Jones?
I mean, from being obviously, I was born in '85, so he was one of the first proper right backs I remember, and then played left back as well. So you didn't really know with Souness and Roy Evans sides because they were both play both sides. So I just remember him bombing down the wing and stuff like that. But I just loved his personality. Whenever he had like a post-match interview or you seen him with the lads and stuff, he just had such a good energy about him. But what a player! Like he was such an old school hard English defender, defending full-back who loved a hard tackle, loved to whip a ball, and was really good left foot and right foot. I enjoyed watching him, and when I said before about how he can switch from one flank to the left, it was evident when McAteer came in, and he had to move on to the other side to accommodate both of them. So
left. What was it, like 3-5-2? Wasn't it like a left
full
back?
It was.
So
Yeah, I loved Rob Jones, really did. I do keep meaning to read his book, and I know I go on about books on this, but it's the only thing I read. It's the only thing I can read. But yeah, I just thought he's one of the best fullbacks we've had, and like you said, Definitely. It's such a shame for him to retire when he did.
I think as well, the time that he played, I think if he played now, in terms of the injuries he had, there'd be probably a lot better like medical staff and stuff
definitely.
that could fix the problems like shin splints and I don't know what other probably quite bad injuries to retire that early. But I think if he playing now, he would have had a bit more longevity in his career, which is a shame that he...
Definitely. I mean, we wouldn't have worried about that situation going into the latter stages of Roy Evans' era, the Gerard Houllier era. And I have no doubt that if he could have stayed injury-free, he probably would have been part of the team that won the treble, and he would have won a lot more with us. He definitely would have been in and around the squad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've... But then things happen, and you if that doesn't happen, then we don't sign Marcus Babbel. Carragher doesn't get a game in the side and finds his place. So everything happens for a reason, as they say. And I'm sure Rob Jones looks back at his career and he's just like, do you know what? I play for Liverpool. I did well. All the players, the staff, and the fans respect me. You can't ask for anything more, really, can you? And he picked up a couple of winners' medals. So yeah, love Rob Jones.
That's, I mean, like you said, he could have been past that too. That he would have been like 30, 31 if he would have been.
He'd have been in the squad.
He would have been like a good squad player, wouldn't he? Definitely. But no, we ended up moving to West Ham. I think on like a non-contract terms. I don't know if you know we got an appearance, but that was the end of Robbie, unfortunately. So he left in '99. Do you know who took over from him from there?
I'm just trying to think. It's one of two players that are in my head because I'm looking at kits in my mind. I'm looking at the kit where it had the Reebok sign there, but it didn't say Reebok, and it was the round collar, the one where Owen scored a hat trick at Newcastle. I'm picturing that kit. And I just remember Houllier signing loads of players, and he must have signed about 50 players in that one transfer window. So I'm gonna go with, and apologies if I get it wrong and you're all shouting at me now, I'm gonna go with Stefan Holmes.
Let's have a look.
Get in.
Correct.
Get in.
So, the fella who always looked like he'd left his oven on. Every time he was playing, the red cheeks after like 3.5 minutes, you're like, fucking hell, Stefan, what are you doing, mate? Calm down. But yeah, signed for $3.5 million.
Bargain
99 after 2 seasons at Blackburn. Absolute bargain. Definitely underrated. Shout out to that handball against Arsenal in the FA Cup final 2001.
We had 2 goalkeepers that day. Yeah.
But yeah, he picked up aforementioned FA Cup 2000, 2001, a League Cup 2000, 2001 and 2002-03, Charity Shield in 01, UEFA Cup 01 and UEFA Super Cup 01. So a good little haul there, and that Hornshaw Hippier partnership.
Oh, it was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was absolutely fucking no pace at all.
Yeah,
but in terms of pure positional and just will to win, defensive nous was just...
He was brilliant, and I mean, don't get me wrong. When we signed, I was like, "Who's this fella?
What's going on?"
Yeah, who's this fella? I mean, don't get me wrong. I said that more about Samir because we didn't know who he was. Like, but Stefan Hornshaw was the more wild of the centre halves in terms of that partnership. He was the more with the one with the last ditch tackle, the more desperate defending. But he worked so well with Hippier, and like you said, the handball on the line in the final against Orme, the another clearance off the line. There was also another one where he sort of fell over on the ball in the final and it hit his hand. It would have been given in this day and age. And I always remember in 2003 League Cup final against United, he saved another one on the line, but with his foot, and it span off the top of his foot and just span back over the crossbar, and it was like, how did that not go in down as an own goal? And just thought, he's got the look of everything in that stadium. But yeah, what a solid player.
3.5 million, if you think. What was Hippier like?
I think it was 2.5. Yeah, so, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
6 mil between them, and what a partnership
he was unreal. He was absolutely brilliant, and such a great servant. And in terms of centre half partnerships, that's one of the best I've seen growing up watching Liverpool. Obviously there's been better in the past, but my growing life from 85 onwards, that's one of the best partnerships I've ever seen.
Have you thought of top 3 Premier League pairings for Liverpool centre back? They'd be in the top 3?
I'd say so, mate. Yeah, I mean, that season, in that treble season with 63 games, he played the majority of them. I've not done the stats on that, but I guarantee he probably played at least 60.
Definitely,
he wouldn't have missed many.
Yeah. Like, anyway, his last 2 years, he started to get a bit more injury hit. But that's when Carra started to cement his place alongside Hippier.
Yeah.
So like we said before about Rob Jones, everything happens for a reason. I don't know.
Of course,
that him getting injured allowed Carra to
slot in,
to stake his claim, and
Last time I remember seeing Arnold, and you'll probably tell me whether this is wrong or not, was a pre-season friendly in America. The summer we sold Owen when Rafa came in. That's the last time I remember him playing. But then I know he didn't play a game after that. I'm sure he left that summer.
I think so, yeah. And then, anyway, after that he moved to Celtic.
Yeah, that's why I had in my head then. Celtic.
I forgot about that till I was looking. I was like, "Oh, Celtic moved to Celtic when?" But yeah, what a great player. Like we said, 3.5 million, absolute steal. So he left in 2005. So can you remember which number 2 we had after Stefan Holmes?
Right. So I was gonna say Hosami, who I can't stand, and I can't stand him for this one reason.
Istanbul.
Yes. Because I'm sick to death of looking at the main photographs of Istanbul, and he's there with the Spanish flag around his waist. Don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against Spain and the flag around your waist. You can do what you want, but if I'd played a bit part in that tournament, and he, don't get me wrong, he played a good few games, but on the whole of from the January onwards, he played next to nothing of that tournament. Didn't even get on the final, and he's there hugging Stevie at the beginning. Just get off.
Embarrassed, wouldn't it?
You would.
It's like the John Terry full kit wank, I think. Like getting his full kit on.
Oh, don't even get me started on that trophy lift. I've got a mate who's a Chelsea fan, and I always say to him, "Why the hell, when Terry and Lampard were lifting that trophy, was Kalou right at the front and lifted it with them?" Oh, just anybody just watch that, and it chores me. But why do I care about Chelsea? I don't, but. It is what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna go with, because he was number 17. I'm gonna go with Jan Kronkamp.
Yes, correct.
Get in.
So yeah, Jan Kronkamp.
And the reason why I got that was because I knew that Osami. I remember seeing a joke online that they flew past each other because Osami went one way to Spain. I think he went to Villarreal, and he came from Villarreal or whatever, but they passed in the night apparently.
Yeah, but to be honest, I haven't got much to say about this fella.
Now about Jan Kronkamp.
Came on 2005-06 FA Cup final.
Yeah, I remember that.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Played 14 times, moved to PSV. You think though he came at a time when Stevie Finnan was still in the team, still going strong.
Yeah, exactly.
So really, you haven't got to open hell.
No, but he was the backup, wasn't he? Because if we're getting rid of Hosami, he was the backup to Stevie Finnan.
Yeah.
He was never going to get a game.
He's never going to get a game.
Never going to get a game. Probably a nice fella, but sorry, mate, you're never getting a game.
I had to look on Wikipedia, and it was just hilarious. It was like his strengths were crossing the ball, but he couldn't really handle wingers, and he didn't have much pace.
Why pick a full back then?
Like, fucking hell, that sums him up though, to be fair.
Nobody wants to grow up and be a Jan Kronkamp, do they?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
No offence, Jan, you're probably a really nice fella.
Sorry, lad. Do you know who's next after wee Jan?
Right, it gets a bit hazy now. Right. Right, I'm just trying to picture. So if he goes, then I do it off kits. So I'm picturing the kit. So the next season after that was Champions League final. So we had the Adidas top. Oh, right. Because we needed another right back because Finnan was out for a period. Now I know he was number 17 as well when he left. So why would you?
Do you need a clue? He wasn't number 2 for long.
Oh, okay, right. Arbeloa.
Boom.
Was it?
Alvaro
Arbeloa. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Go on. Give me the stats, Michael.
Signed by one Rafa Benitez. Made his debut. Do you remember who he made his debut against?
Oh yeah, Barcelona. Yeah.
At left back.
Messi
at the
in
new
your
camp.
pocket. Ronaldinho, Messi. What lad?
Absolute. Yeah.
What?
So the Risa Bellamy fucking golf club.
Great game. That. Great game.
Plays at left back. Keeps Messi out. Plays amazingly well.
Are we still the only team to win in the new camp, English wise?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
It's not
but
yeah.
He changed his number to 17 after obviously his
that was his preferred
season.
Number.
That's his personal preference apparently.
Yeah, that threw me. It threw me because I'm thinking you general, if your first choice right back, you get number 2, don't you? That's usually the way it goes. So I'm thinking, but I know he left number 17. He took that at Real. So I'm thinking, was it him? Was it someone else? But no. I always remember the fight between him and Carra. And the last game of the season, I always remember that.
So May 2009 against West Brom, he was involved in a bust-up with Carra as he was fuming with Arbeloa's defensive positioning after we conceded the goal. And I've got a quote from Carra here. We wanted to keep a clean sheet. We wanted Pepe to have a chance at the Golden Glove for the 4th season running.
Fair play.
Which is fair enough. So,
fair play.
Sort your fucking shit out of that. But played. He was here for 2 years. Played until 2009. Played 41 games in all competitions in the 07-08 season. But then I couldn't believe this. He left. Obviously, I know he left for Real Madrid in July 2009. Left for 5 million.
Is that it?
5 million.
Jesus,
we got ripped
off, didn't we?
I was thinking, fucking hell. So we got ripped off with him. We got ripped off with Owen. Fucking 8 million or whatever it was.
In hindsight, we got lit.
McManaman, Bosman. I was like, are you fucking joking? Giving us Nunes as well. It's taking the fucking piss.
I'll just bring my pants down, Real. I'll bend over.
Then he
shove one up.
Fucking took Alonso off us as well.
Shove it up £1 notes at a time.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you about your favourite memory, but Nou Camp, and then the bust up with Carra.
Yeah, I mean,
I scored a good goal against. I can't remember now.
I can picture the goals at the Kop end.
I think it was a left footer, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Cut in on the left foot. I can't remember who it was.
Sorry.
I did read it, and I thought I wrote it down, but I fucking never. So, what a fucking pointless anecdote that is.
Well, my favourite memories is probably the Real Madrid game, because everyone was on fire that game. You know, the 4-0. So but definitely his debut against in the Nou Camp. Fair play to him.
Good player. Good solid player.
Solid player for a few years.
Yeah.
And the 08-09 season, he was a mainstay for us in that good season.
In our Spaniard group, we had the whole flock of them.
Thanks for the memories, Alvaro.
So, after Alvaro.
Okay, so if he left in 09 then, the 09-10 season, we signed one Glenn Johnson, and that is my guess.
But there was one before him.
There was one before Arbeloa. Okay.
I don't know who it was.
Give us a clue.
I was going to get a clue. I was going to give you was just, I'll give you that clue. He scored against United and Real Madrid.
Oh, it's the Sena. Oh yeah.
The Sena.
So forgetful.
So but he signed in July 2008.
So there you go. That's thrown me, because I've still got number 2 in my head for Arbeloa, but he changed to 17, didn't he? Yeah. So obviously we signed him at the same time, and he's took number 2.
Yeah. So Arbeloa's gone to 17. He's took the vacant number 2.
I'm fuming with myself. I can't believe I've done that.
It's the second ever Italian to play.
Let me know in the comments if you did that as well.
It's fair enough. I would have thought the same, to be honest, because you think 2009, you think
you do, because that's when he left. Yeah.
But signed for 7 million from Udinese as a direct replacement for John Annalisa, who left for Roma. What a fucking shit replacement that was. 7 million as well. Got ripped off again there. Only played 18 times in his 2 years at the club. Highlights obviously like aforementioned Man United,
Robin van der Sar.
Both
in the same week.
That was within 4 days.
It's mad. Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to cut you off. Then,
but 10th of March and then the 14th.
Name a left back that's had a better impact.
Crazy.
Best left back we've ever had.
The best shittest left back we ever had. The shittest best going. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was his 4 days of fucking heaven. He was never gonna get any of that, so then he fucked off to Napoli, January 2010.
4 million a goal.
Yeah. Fuck, it was worth it. Ice on the cake.
Yeah. To be fair, if you're gonna lob Van der Sar, and you're one of the shittest left backs we've had, then fair play to you.
At Old Trafford
as well. So
fair play.
Yeah, nice one, Dos. Well, lad. Nice kit as well. And I remember him scored it in the grey kit, didn't he, at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
We'll probably do a kit show.
We need to.
We'll do a kit show at some point. We'll do that.
I just remember that United goal. I always remember he was like celebrating, and Babel just nearly took his head off.
Grabbed him around the neck. I
was just like, "Come here, you bastard!"
And then, that reminds me of the Real Madrid one, because he sort of like puts his hand in his thumb, like he's bit his thumb, and he's gone, that hurt that, and he's like,
yeah.
Fuck off. But he had a good week, and then when did he bugger off?
January 2010.
It's just for
to Napoli.
More of a period, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
So, you already know who the next one is, don't you?
So now it's Glenn Johnson.
Glenn signed in June 2009.
Yeah.
18.5 million from Portsmouth. So won one trophy, 2011, 2012 under King Kenny. That ended a 6-year trophy drought. So that was a
Carling Cup, yeah, of course.
Good trophy for us to win.
Yeah.
For Boss going forward for me, he was always very, very questionable at the back, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I always thought, like, why don't we play him right mid? I was always thought that because we weren't short of right wingers. We had like over Count and stuff, but
he
in terms
wasn't
of going forward. He was so good.
He could get to the byline.
Yeah, like a wing back type.
Yeah.
But he was just defensively, he was just he wasn't great. But
no.
No.
But he came with such a pedigree, didn't he? Because he'd done it at Chelsea. West Ham before him, but he nailed it at Chelsea. Did really well, won the Premier League.
Boss at Portsmouth.
Went to Portsmouth, great at Portsmouth. Scored that absolute worldie that got goal of the season. I think that's what Benitez like.
Yeah.
Get my notepad out. We talk about Glenn Johnson.
Squad.
Yeah.
Shout out Dazza Farley.
Yeah, Darren Farley, we want you back.
Went back for good.
Don't start crying. But yeah, I remember he signed with the Dreadlocks and he scores that nice little overhead kick against Stoke for his first goal.
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
At the Annie Road end, remember that?
Yeah,
but yeah, he was. I thought getting him was like, right, we've got a decent replacement for Finnan, which is what we wanted for a few years.
Exactly.
And then going forward, we've got that right back we've always wanted going forward.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we now have the perfect right back now.
Yeah.
So sorry, Glenn, but yeah, I loved him. Every minute he played for Liverpool, loved him. And then in the 13-14 season, he was boss.
Yeah.
Couldn't fault him.
Yeah, I loved Glenn. So do you know who the last one is? So he left in 2015.
Where did he go to? Was it Stoke?
I think it was Stoke actually, because I remember he was played against us a couple of times and he was a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Played quite well.
Yeah, I did. I loved Glenn Johnson. I did. I not sorry to go back to it. I just thought he was that missing link for us a bit. I love the fact that he was English as well, and he was a decent player for England as well. And we had like England's right back, and I just loved his attitude, and can't fault him one bit. Unfortunately for him, he played in an era where it was up and down.
Yeah, one trophy. It makes like
it's a mixed bag, isn't it?
It's a bit sly on him because he was a great player.
He was a very good player.
So
I'd thank him for his service. You know what I mean? There's plenty of players that we wouldn't, but he's definitely one of them we would. So
he spent 6 years at the club. So yeah, he was here for a long time, and like we said, he did well. The last one is the last one. So
okay. I know this one. Yeah, Nathaniel Klein. There we go.
Nathaniel Klein signed for 12.5 million back in July of 2015. When we knew, obviously Glenn Johnson left, so we needed someone.
Yeah.
His performances for Southampton, I was like,
he's brilliant.
He's going to be so good going forward, can whip the ball in, but actually
solid
good defensively.
Yeah.
Fast, put the tackle in, positionally quite good. Found out now and again if a better winger up against
most
him.
Most people do when you're not Van Dijk.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But the arrival on the scene of Trent and the bad misfortune of Klein getting bad injuries. I think one kept him out for 8 months. Obviously, we talk about injuries letting players come into the mix. That happened again. Trent got his chance. I think Trent and Gomez were kind of taking it in turns.
For right back, and he was on the decline. Yeah, I'll get my coat. Yeah, I'll get my coat. Yeah, I'll get my coat on that one.
But tish.
Yeah, no, you've just summed it up perfectly there, mate. I thought he was great. Thought boss signing. Yeah, we'll take that.
The price as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
12.5 mil. That was
take that.
Good price for him.
Good price. I thought he was solid, and again, just unfortunate with injuries. But again, we go back to the title. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. He's
in and out of the side, and we have Trent and Gomez fighting off that right back position, and we've realised that we've got two amazing players there. So again, another thing I'd just say thanks for his service and stuff like that. He's back. He's back at the club now. He's back from injury. So
he had to spell at Bournemouth, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember
January 2019 he signed.
Of course, yeah. Well, he needed game time, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'll never forget though. I remember being at Anfield an hour before kick-off, and we heard the team news, and when we played Man United, and we beat them 3-1, and Shaqiri scored 2, and he got announced, and there was a bit of a
and
I was like, I don't generally moan about the team because I'm not the manager, so I trust what he does. And I thought, right, see what he does. Let's get, and he had a brilliant game. He's arguably man of the match. Yeah.
Solid. So
he can do it. He's got the capabilities, but now we've so settled in what we do at the minute. He could come in and play in, I'd say, the FA Cup, but that's now gone. Timestamp. I've just timestamped the video now, so you know exactly when the video was. But yeah, so I like him. Do I see him staying in the summer? Probably not.
Well, his contract's up. His contract's up.
Oh, is it? Right. Okay.
And he's 28, which is, I thought he was older than that, but he's 28, so he's technically in his prime. And always had fucking shitloads of injuries. Like we go back to Rob Jones, who was the same, but he's had loads of injuries. But he could still, if he gets his body right, and I'm sure plenty of the Premier League clubs, lower clubs, would have him in the team.
Oh, definitely.
Solid, good going forward. Probably not as quick as he was, but
no. He walks. He's first choice right back at another club.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
yeah, he deserves a bit of luck anyway. Like we said, he's had his fair share of injuries, so I don't imagine we'll be giving him a new contract in June. So I imagine he's off.
Yeah,
but
and then Trent can take the number 2.
Do you reckon he will actually?
For my OCD, I really want him to. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that he'll make the 66 his own number, but
actually,
for me, like being a right back, just take the number 2. Just take it. Just make me feel better. I don't care about anybody else in the world. I'm being selfish. I want him to take number 2.
But then it makes me think, why hasn't he done it? Why hasn't he dropped his number to a lower one since he's...
It probably it's what's the point?
But do you reckon it's like he's superstitious and he just wants to keep that now?
Possibly. I remember watching the documentary Sky Sports did with him between just before the Chelsea game and then after the Champions League final, and Carragher was going to his house and following him around, and he got in the car with him and they went to training, and obviously he parked in the 66 parking space, and he was like, don't ever change your number, just keep that now because that'll be your legacy, which again is great. It's brilliant.
It'd be synonymous with him, won't it?
Of course it would, yeah.
So.
But no, Trent changes to number 2 for my CD. You're a right back, you're number 2. But yeah, no, Sam, who cares what number he wears as long as he keeps playing the way he does.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we need. Boss performances from We Trent.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it.
Well,
they are all the number 2s.
I like what you did there, mate, because there's some good ones there, and like I couldn't remember Desena. That completely went straight over my head. What's your top 3 of those number 2s?
Top 3. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put Glenn Johnson number 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put. See, for me, I was born in 89. Rob Jones was 91 to 99. So I don't know if I seen enough of him personally to appreciate him, and like I know he's a great player.
Yeah.
And obviously injuries got too much of a hold of him. So I'd probably put. See, like you're saying about positions and numbers. Number 2, you think Harnshaw? You think best right backs, but
yeah. No, we're not talking about right. Yeah, because your brain goes one way.
Centre back and right back, innit?
Yeah, but no, we're going off the squad number.
I'll go. Squad actually, you know what? I'm gonna go Harnshaw first.
Yeah.
Glenn Johnson second. And then I'm gonna put Rob Jones in there because I can't let Arblow go above Rob Jones.
So I completely agree with you. I'll go with. That's what I mean is I agree with you. You can't let him go above Rob Jones. So for me, it's Harnshaw just for the sheer what he did and the trophies he won. Then it's Rob Jones,
then Johnson,
and then Johnson. Yeah.
So same 3.
Yeah. So yeah. Brilliant. Nice little squad number 2 episode there.
Yeah.
Back on iTunes, yeah, because we use Apple TV. Why not? So yeah, that is the squad number show.
Yeah. And we will have another one for you soon. So obviously 3rd episode. So. Number 3s.
Put in the comments what you think. And share it and let us know what you want changing in the future for number 3.
Yeah.
And I'll test you next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
See you next time.